While we are home, staying for quarantine, I was thinking, why not I share some of my favorite TWS earbuds for you. So. Selamat sore! Good evening everyone, Kenneth here, and today, yes, this is an update to my previous video, my top 20 TWS earbuds. If you haven't checked it out, you actually don't need to check it out. This is gonna be my top 5 favorite TWS earbuds of all time, 2020, you can say whatever. Before starting, I would like to say a couple things to you. And first, not every earbuds that I have here is I bought myself. Some of them are given by the company and some of them I bought it myself or I bought it at a discounted price. But rest assured, I'm going to share my honest opinion about all of these earbuds, so don't worry about that. My opinions are not altered in any way. And secondly, I actually don't know what to say in the second part. And secondly, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, thumbs up and like, and actually the same thing. And secondly, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this, and let's get started into the number 5. Alright, Kenneth from the future here. I forgot the third point that I want to say is each of these earbuds are really very hard to put in ranks. You know, which one is better than the other is really subjective and it depends on you whether you need something more than the other. So the 5th position here can actually be the 1st or the 2nd position. It doesn't matter where the earbuds here is ranked, but personally, this is how I would like to put these earbuds on my preferences. So let's start with the 5th one, the Haylou GT1 Plus. So why do I put this on the 5th position, even though probably if you have watched my videos for a while now, I really like the GT1 Plus. I really like the design, the small, like really compact design. It's just very nice to put inside pockets to carry around anywhere. It's great, the touch control is great in my opinion. The sound is really, it can compete with the 1st position that I'm gonna talk about later on. But here, there are 2 things that I wanna say that is a little bit lacking with the GT1 Plus. First is the battery life of the case, and actually the case itself. Yes, it is small, but it doesn't have any battery indicator. And also the fact that it uses micro USB, it's not really a big deal for me because I have every cable with me. But I know moving forward, I would always expect something to have USB-C on it. And also, yeah, it just doesn't have anything else other than it's just small. So the case is not very good. And the second thing is the volume of the earbuds. So if you have had true wireless earbuds from the recent, like from the past 1 or 2 years, QCY T1 or the Haylou GT1 original, they don't sound very loud, and this is just like it, or even like slightly, just ever so slightly less loud than that. So for those of you wanting more volume or listening to, like, you know, sometimes you just want to listen to music at high volumes, right? I don't really recommend it, but I do sometimes can max this out, when on the others I cannot really max it out. I just like 60-70%, that would be the maximum. So yeah, this is just if you want something that is small, pocketable, sounds great, and has like the basic features covered, Haylou GT1 Plus is the right choice for you. And to know more about how it sounds, how the touch control works, I've got my unboxing video that I've talked about everything there, so you can go and check that video out. And let's move on to the 4th place, and that is gonna be the QCY T5. So this is a great earbud, make no mistake. I probably have underrated it. It sounds great, just as good as the GT1 Plus, but the strength of it is it goes loud, like very, very, very loud. This is one of the loudest that I've had, like compared to all the others that I have here. Even though actually it's not by much, it's just by 1 click louder. The loudest one is the Empow T5, but that's out of our budget for today's video. The second strong point of the QCY T5 is its call quality, and why is that is very clear because of its stem here. The mic gets closer to your mouth and it just picks up more of your sound. The third one, the touch control, is very, very good. It doesn't have volume control, but the touch control here does a very good job. It is very controlled. So for example, if you want to adjust the earbuds just like that, you would hold the stem like this, and yeah, it would not detect it as touch or anything, because the QCY T3 does that, and I hate that so much. Oh, and by the way, it doesn't register one tap as anything. I made a review on it, and it's just a really nice earbuds. Now the fourth one is the fact that it has gaming mode, and it is one of the best gaming mode that I've seen so far, aside from the Haylou GT1 Pro. This is the earbuds to get if you are going to use these for gaming. But do keep in mind that no gaming mode, no earbuds is perfect. It still has lag, even though it's very little. It's like as low as 200 millisecond or so. So it's not perfect. For video it probably is, but for gaming, expect a little bit of lag behind on your tap on the screen. So now that it has a loud sound, a very good sound signature as well, good touch control, it has a good true wireless earbuds. It seems like a perfect true wireless earbuds, right? But actually the case itself is what's holding it back on becoming the top one, again, just like the GT1 Plus. Why? Because I just keep finding all these earbuds with better cases. First, it doesn't have any battery indicator. You have two LEDs on the front here, but it only lights up when you charge the case, and also micro USB again. So the case isn't really the strong point here. I have more scratches than anything else here. And also the second point is because of this like stem earbud shape, it doesn't fit very, very good. It gets very loose very easily if you raise your earbuds like this, or if you talk a little bit or laugh, probably this will get loose and eventually it'll fall easily. I actually don't mind it very much because, like, you know, you just put it in again, but I don't have this problem in my other earbuds, so that's why it is on the fourth place. If you want to game, definitely go with the QCY T5. Now let's move on to the third one, and this is going to be interesting because this is actually only available in Indonesia, and this is made in Indonesia. This is the EGGEL Liberty Buds 2. I love these earbuds. Its controls are perfect. It's really, really perfect. You can check out its unboxing. It's like a mini review, so it's complete for what it is. It has a battery indicator on the front. Its case is very nicely designed. Its earbuds has a very good fit, just like the Edifier TWS 1, which I love so much. But the only thing that's keeping me from putting this at the top again is because its sound signature is bass heavy. So the sound signature here, it's not very, very muddy. It's actually just warm. So it's still very pleasant to listen to. But one thing to keep in mind, if you are getting this, make sure you are not listening to rock or metal songs, because the rumbles on these earbuds are so rumbly. It's like echoing all over the place, and basically you cannot enjoy those type of musics here. So be careful with that. But if you listen to a lot of EDMs, this is an instant buy. Okay, now actually we are on the top 3 position, and I missed my chance of, you know, introducing this better than that. But yeah, let's move on to the runner-up, the second place, and that is gonna be, probably you didn't expect this. This is very interesting. I never talk about this outside than that one video that I unboxed it. This is the Haylou T15. I love these earbuds now. So let's talk about this case first, because this is one strong reason why I put this on the second spot. It doesn't have USB-C, but why I still put this here is because of this huge battery in the center. And that battery, my brother used this often to just charge his phone with it. And his phone is the Redmi K20 Pro that I unboxed and reviewed. I gave it to him. He can top up from 30% to 70%. So that's a good 40% charge with just this earbuds. So not only does it charge the phone, it does charge it considerably. So it's really nice now to have something that can act as your power bank with you, but still is very compact. So if you can see here, this is the Haylou GT1 Plus, which is very compact, and this is the Haylou T15, and you can see that it's not that much taller. It's pretty much the same shape. So when you put it in your pocket, it's no different basically with the Haylou GT1 Plus. So it's just a very big plus point in my opinion here. I grew to like it so much, even though before I look at those like cheap TWS earbuds with like big batteries are like, you know, maybe they are not really that worth it. Maybe they skimp out on the earbuds itself. So let's talk about the earbuds here. The earbuds, because they want to have this very slim design, they have to change the design of this one. They have to make this shorter so it doesn't go as deep into your ear, unlike the GT1 Plus, which is why I hated this when I unboxed this Haylou T15. But right now, I actually don't have that much problem with it anymore. It's a fair trade-off for you to get this slim profile. But the most important thing here is the sound quality, right? The sound quality is what makes it really great. It sounds just like the GT1 Plus, and if you can recall it, I said the GT1 Plus can compete with the top #1 here that I'm gonna mention in a bit. So it sounds great, but what I could describe the sound here is it's more dynamic and more balanced at the same time compared to all 5 earbuds that I have here. So it's got the bass, it's got very punchy bass. I think this is #2 compared to that EGGEL Liberty Bytes 2. I keep saying bytes, I hate it. So yeah, it's got the bass, it's got really punchy, really like engaging bass, while at the same time it doesn't skimp out on the trebles and the mids. It's very present, the vocals are there, the details of the vocals are there. I would have no problem getting this and taking this on my daily use, but you know, because I'm reviewing earbuds, I just gave this to my brother and he loved it, by the way. And I think that kind of sound quality really makes up for the not very good fit in my own ear. And I have learned that my brother is using this just fine. So I think if you're okay with shallow fit of these earbuds, just go ahead, check out the Haylou T15. I think you will love it because this is so shallow. You don't have much to hold onto. So when you're like putting it onto your ear, you will eventually touch the touch sensor, but it's nowhere near as bad as the Tronsmart Spunky Beat or the Onyx Neo. So I think this, now, yeah, I could say this is my favorite Haylou so far. It is almost perfect, I said it, and I do still think so. Oh, and not to forget, this also have the gaming mode that is the same with the QCY T5 or the GT1 Pro. My last testing, actually, it wasn't that good, but I think it will perform just as good at those two. So if you want to game, if you want to have a battery backup, if you want to have a bassy sound while still having the balance of it all, Haylou T15, go for it. I think you'll love it. And don't forget to share how you think about it down below in the comments section. So now that we are finally on the last earbud to talk, let me tell you my favorite earbuds of 2020. And this is gonna be the KZ-S1. So I love bass, I love trebles, but if given the decision, I will pick the treble-y one. That's why I love the Xiaomi Air 2 so much, because it just sounds so nice. And also I grew to like the Lipotech Tevi. It's balanced, but at the same time it's very focal focused. And that's the same thing with the KZ-S1 here. It has a dual driver. One is a dynamic driver for the bass, and the second one is the balanced armature. You can hear the vocals that's on the drums, little stuff like that. It's just so nice here. You don't get it on the other earbuds. And while I haven't made a full review on this one yet, I want to let you know first that this is my current favorite, my current champion this year. And while the case is pretty large here, especially if you compare it to the GT1, it's like twice the size. That's actually because of the shape of the earbuds itself. It's got to accommodate that kind of Sabbath E12 shape. I know it can be better, but you know, you get what you pay for the price. The touch control is great and reliable. You have this battery indicator here that light up green, yellow, red according to the charge inside the case, so that's great. It has a USB-C charging port, and yeah, it's just like built okay compared to all the others here. They are comparable to each other. I think a lot of you will like it, but definitely don't get this KZS1 if you don't like trebly sound. If you like basically the bass lover kind of guy, don't get this. This just has the bass that's just enough to complete a song and not more than that. So this is that earbuds that is focused on the vocals, on the treble side of things. And if you listen to a lot of acoustics, a lot of vocals, a lot of instrumentals, I think this is the one to get. And also for metal and rock, I listen to that a lot and I love it here. So that's pretty much it for the KZS1. I think I will do a full review of it later on. I have tested the latency here. It has gaming mode, but turns out it's not as good as the others. So don't get this if you are gonna use it for gaming. And it doesn't have any IP water resistant rating, because you can see that on the like holes on the earbuds here. It's just like big holes that water can just seep through in and destroy the insides. But I have used this on the gym, just like running on the treadmill, like weightlifting and stuff like that. I don't gym often, I don't sweat a lot, so this was just fine for me. But yeah, definitely be careful of that if you have a risk of water spilling onto it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. But wait, I actually have a little more like honorable mentions here, and that's gonna be the Tronsmart Spunky Beat and the Haylou GT1 Pro. And these two are solid earbuds to get. The Haylou GT1 Pro is actually like really good. The battery inside is 800 milliamp hour that can last like weeks upon weeks of use. It's just a very strong battery inside. And I learned that the battery inside here doesn't make the case really big, because you see the 800 milliamp hour earbuds like the Haylou T15 or the Libertech Tevi are much bigger than this. So this is as small as it could get. It has a battery indicator that's really nice. It turns on when you open the lid. Gaming mode, they also have it. But yeah, it just doesn't sound as good as the others, but it's a strong number 6. And on the 7th place, that's gonna be the Tronsmart Spunky Beat. It's actually a very nice earbuds. You can check out my review. I named it the Value King for a reason. You get aptX, you get very strong sound that's actually like a Libertech Tevi, but details are like toned down a bit, and you get a sound that's appropriate for the price. But the sound signature, I love it. It's just like the KZS1. It also has the lanyard here. It has a USB-C battery indicator, included USB-A charging cable, but it has a very strong flaw. The QC control of it is not very good. I've heard a lot of complaint that people are having weird touch issues. Like you can't even have these earbuds turn off by itself, and I have experienced that myself, even though I have only experienced that like 1 or twice. But the touch control here is nothing you can say reliable. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's too sensitive, sometimes it doesn't work. It's just like this inconsistency that I just don't feel safe recommending this one. And also I'm going to say the same thing with the Onyx Neo. Some people just get dead cases because they put on like 2 amp, no, actually like a fast charger onto it. Mine are not broken. I've never had any issues with this actually. Yeah, I just doesn't feel very comfortable recommending something that a lot of people are seemingly having problems with. Oh, and also I am aware of the QCY T4, so I probably will check it out when I come back to China or something, because I cannot get it here. So that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped. I hope you get something that you like here between my top 5 picks for this year. And I hope you will finally get to enjoy your music with the freedom of true wireless earbuds. So that's it for today. I hope you guys are staying at home safely, and let's pray together that this thing will come to an end soon. I'm Kenneth, and I will see you in the next one. Yay! Right? Oh. I think that would be great for the intro. Today we're talking about and secondly, don't forget to subscribe for